How's it? Good day? Hey up. I think that just about covers everyone in the room for welcoming you guys. I'd like to first introduce my new wife, the beautiful Mishka. Some of you know her as Mishka, some of you know her as Moo. Some people call her Mushka. I'm grateful that she has allowed me to say a few words on our behalf. I think it's probably the first time in 11 years I've spoken on behalf of both of us. I imagine it'll probably be the last time I speak on behalf of us. Mishka, thank you for doing such an amazing job today. You've planned this and organised this completely, and I'm sure it was on that spreadsheet. I just could never log on to it. I'm sorry. We met 11 years ago at Keels while I was playing hockey. My first memory of thinking of her was thinking, who the hell is that gobby girl at the front of the bus telling me, Lord, the Frasters, just shut up, sit down and be quiet. That's pretty much how the next 11 years of my life has gone. And I look forward to many years after this. I've thought long and hard about which memories to include in the speech. Life is never boring for you, Mish, and therefore it's made it very hard to pick a select few. I then thought about what personality traits make me love you the most, and you have far too many, so it's again very difficult to pick a select few. Whether it's your loyalty, your inclusivity, your will to put everything into whatever we decided to do, or your ability to turn anywhere into a home, I think it's truly amazing. First time I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with Mishka was at the time we watched a dire Lincoln City draw 0-0 with Dartford in the National League. I turned to Mishka and said, "How was that?" She replied, "Yeah, that was actually better than I expected." And I thought, wow, here we are. Or was it the sudden realisation that our future children will have a better chance of playing cricket for England with a percentage of South African heritage? I feel our relationship is very easy to break down into certain sections. We spent just over a year together in Kiel, and that included 6 weeks of rehab work, post me breaking my leg, where Mishka went above and beyond a girlfriend of 9 months to look after and help me. We then went into a very long phase, which was our long distance phase, lasting almost 4 years, where Mishka was in London and I moved pretty much every 12 months around Shropshire and the lovely Stoke-on-Trent. That came, 2018 came, and I moved to Leeds. Mishka drove up the A1 in a full load of her car in a rush. She was slightly late, true to form, as shown today. And I had no real appreciation for how long moving into a house with all the Mishka stuff would take. And I had booked 2 tickets to go watch the Leeds Rhinos play at Headingley. So we left the car full of stuff and off we went to watch the true sport of the North Rugby League. 2 years flew by in Leeds and COVID hit, and off we went to Australia with a deal to come back once we were ready to get married. So here we are.
I, Mishka, take you, Eddie, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death us do part, according to God's holy law. In the presence of God, I make this vow. I give you this ring.
Eddie, I give you this ring.
As a sign of our marriage. With my body, I honour you.
My body, I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
And all that I have, I share with you.
And all that I have, I share with you.
Within the love of God. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
feel you can really ever be at your wedding and not talk about that engagement story. I felt really super organised and prepared for the day. Just 2 problems. A, I hadn't rang Andy yet, and also the ring hadn't been delivered to the shop. So on the Tuesday, I got an email saying the ring was going to get there on Thursday. So I thought, all right, I'll ring Andy today. Tuesday went by, then Wednesday went by, and the time difference made it very difficult. I went out on the balcony and I phoned Andy, and as he's told Mishka in the past, he answered pretty quickly. And we weren't really sure why he answered it quickly until he told Mishka, Eddie, you'd never phoned me, I thought you were in trouble. That day our car had broken down and I relied on Mishka to go to the garage to fix the car. She phoned her dad and said, Eddie's doing my head in. What can I do? He said, Mishka's got a lot on his plate, all right, just give him a little bit of a break. And off we went to watch Jurassic Park, and I don't think Mishka thought a day was going to get better than that. Luckily, she told me for the last 18 months how to propose to her and where she wanted to do it, and exactly what to do. So later that evening, we walked down onto the beach, and Mishka lately, and we got engaged, but Mishka later revealed that she was going to say to me, wouldn't this be a lovely evening to get engaged? Thankfully, for once, she didn't ruin my surprise. We had a pizza and a beer, and here we are now. Mishka, primed for this evening's entertainment, which hopefully England will at least be in it at half-time, I've made sure I've got you a present. I made sure it was in keeping with your outfit today, so it's the right colour, and it even has your new name on the back.
Presence of God and before this congregation, Eddie and Mishka have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are now husband and wife. Eddie, there is no precedent, but you may now kiss the bride.
I feel very lucky to be marrying you, Mishka, my best friend, my teammate, my relay partner, my biggest cheerleader, and my on-call mechanic. And I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Today has made me feel like the Grinch, thankfully at the end of the movie. And that's to say, my heart has grown freezing. I'd like to propose a toast to my wife, Mishka. My home will always be wherever I'm with you. To Mishka.